Trust is one of the few competitive advantages that cannot be bought overnight. It is earned through thousands of small decisions, consistent execution, and the willingness to keep improving long after success has arrived. In industries where customers make life-changing decisions, trust becomes even more valuable because people are placing their homes, memories, and futures in someone else's hands. The organizations that endure are often those that understand that reliability is built from discipline rather than promises. John Pellitteri, Vice President of Colonial Van Lines, has spent more than 2 decades in the moving industry and has helped guide the company through years of growth in revenue, market share, and operations. Yet the recurring message throughout his interviews is not about expansion for its own sake. Instead, he repeatedly points to disciplined routines, long-term investment in people, measurable improvement, and a relentless focus on resolving problems as the foundation of lasting success. That philosophy began with an appreciation for what relocation really represents. Rather than viewing moving as simply transporting possessions from one location to another, Pellitteri describes it as one of life's significant transitions. Families relocate for new opportunities, career changes, military assignments, or personal circumstances that often carry both excitement and uncertainty. Recognizing the emotional weight behind every move shaped his desire to simplify that experience through organized leadership, dependable systems, and service that customers could trust. His emphasis on discipline extends well beyond personal productivity. He regularly speaks about building routines that produce measurable results and maintaining an obsession with finding better ways of operating. When asked how he recovers from difficult periods, he compares the process to shooting free throws. Rather than searching for dramatic solutions, he returns to the fundamentals, concentrating on manageable objectives and the variables within his control. The metaphor reflects a broader leadership philosophy. Confidence is rebuilt by practicing the basics consistently, not by chasing shortcuts. That same thinking appears throughout Colonial Van Lines' approach to training. The company highlights its investment in Colonial Van Lines University, where moving professionals receive structured instruction in packing, loading, safety, and handling household goods before serving customers. Rather than assuming experience alone creates excellence, the organization invests in repeatable processes designed to prepare employees for real-world situations. Pellitteri frequently points to education as one of the company's defining strengths because consistent service depends on consistent preparation. Just as important is his belief that people, not systems alone, ultimately determine an organization's success. While his LinkedIn profile notes significant operational growth since becoming vice president in 2013, he consistently redirects attention toward the team responsible for those achievements. He highlights the unusually long tenure of department leaders and sales professionals, describing the experienced workforce as the company's greatest strength. Stability, in his view, allows trust to develop internally before it can ever be extended to customers. That perspective also shapes the company's culture. Pellitteri speaks about cultivating open dialogue, maintaining a family atmosphere, and creating an environment where accountability and support exist together. He credits his business partner and company founder as a pivotal mentor in both his professional and personal development. At the same time, he acknowledges the influence of his wife, describing her as someone who keeps him motivated while ensuring he remains grounded and humble. He also values a close circle of longtime friends who challenge and encourage one another across different industries. Together, these relationships reinforce an important lesson. Strong leadership rarely develops in isolation. Like many successful leaders, Pellitteri also recognizes that confidence without humility can become a liability. He openly recalls a period during Colonial Van Lines' earlier growth when he questioned whether the company could compete nationally against the largest van lines. At the time, he believed remaining a strong second-tier competitor might be the most realistic goal. Looking back, that uncertainty illustrates how assumptions can limit potential before markets do. Growth often begins when leaders become willing to challenge their own expectations. As the moving industry evolves, Pellitteri continues to advocate for embracing innovation without abandoning proven principles. In interviews discussing industry trends, he points to artificial intelligence, automation, virtual surveys, improved communication tools, and data-driven operations as developments reshaping logistics and customer service. Yet his enthusiasm for technology is consistently balanced by a reminder that expertise, planning, and human judgment remain indispensable. Technology may accelerate execution, but disciplined operations still determine outcomes. His observations about industry challenges reveal the same practical mindset. Rising advertising costs, changing housing markets, inflation, and increasing customer expectations all create pressure on moving companies. Rather than framing these conditions as obstacles beyond anyone's control, he discusses adapting through targeted marketing, operational efficiency, improved communication, and careful planning. His perspective suggests that external conditions always change, but disciplined organizations adjust instead of waiting for ideal circumstances to return. Perhaps nowhere is this philosophy more visible than in his emphasis on trust and transparency. Pellitteri repeatedly warns consumers about fraudulent brokers and encourages customers to understand the difference between licensed carriers and intermediaries. He argues that many moving complaints originate not from professional carriers, but from deceptive brokerage practices that create unexpected costs and unnecessary stress. Building trust, therefore, involves more than delivering belongings safely. It also requires honesty throughout the customer's entire experience. Industry conversations about the future reinforce this mindset. During discussions with other moving executives about 2026 predictions, Pellitteri noted that technology, artificial intelligence, and customer behavior are likely to evolve more quickly than many organizations expect. At the same time, he anticipated that established brands would regain market share by combining innovation with operational excellence. His comments fit naturally alongside his broader philosophy. Companies that continue learning while strengthening their fundamentals will be positioned to thrive as expectations rise. Even broader relocation trends reflect this commitment to understanding customers rather than merely serving transactions. Colonial Van Lines research on migration patterns explores how affordability, employment opportunities, lifestyle preferences, and changing demographics influence where Americans choose to relocate. The analysis reinforces the idea that successful companies pay attention not only to operational efficiency but also to the human motivations driving customer decisions. When Pellitteri offers advice to his younger self, his answer is remarkably concise: patience. Although brief, it captures the thread connecting every stage of his professional journey. Patience allows organizations to invest in training before immediate returns appear. It encourages leaders to build culture instead of chasing quick fixes. It creates space for continuous improvement while recognizing that meaningful reputations develop over years, not months. Ultimately, the discipline behind building a company people can trust is not glamorous. It is found in daily routines, thoughtful preparation, careful hiring, honest communication, and the willingness to improve continuously. John Pellitteri's career illustrates that lasting leadership is less about dramatic breakthroughs than about consistently doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. When customers entrust a company with one of life's biggest transitions, those quiet disciplines become the foundation upon which confidence is built. The title of this story reflects more than a leadership philosophy. It summarizes an approach to business that values consistency over shortcuts and service over appearances. Throughout his career, John Pellitteri has emphasized disciplined improvement, investment in people, and the importance of earning trust one interaction at a time. His experience demonstrates that organizations become dependable not because they avoid challenges, but because they prepare for them, learn from them, and continue improving long after success arrives. Here's a review of what we can learn from John Pellitteri. Number 1. Build systems and routines that consistently produce measurable improvement instead of relying on motivation alone. Number 2. Invest in developing people because long-term organizational strength begins with well-trained, committed teams. Number 3. Embrace new technology while remaining grounded in proven operational fundamentals. Number 4. Treat every customer challenge as an opportunity to strengthen trust through transparent, solution-focused service.